So Elon recently tweeted, working on master plan part 3.
Oh no, Elon has a master plan? What, like Dr. Evil?
Well, no. I mean, Elon has been working off a master plan since 2006. 16 years ago, his first master plan was this. Build sports car, use that money to build an affordable car, use that money to build an even more affordable car, while doing above, also provide zero-emission electric power generation options.
Wait, this was back in 2006?
Yeah, so this was right around when they were thinking of making the original Roadster, and I think that most people can understand how that plan actually went into place.
Yeah, it's good to have a plan.
And then 10 years later, in 2016, he came out with his master plan part 2.
Do?
It's French for two. And that plan was create stunning solar roofs with seamlessly integrated battery storage, expand the electric vehicle product line to address all major segments, develop a self-driving capability that's 10 times safer than manual via massive fleet learning, enable your car to make money for you when you aren't using it.
So that was part 2?
Do. Yeah.
But isn't he not done with part 2? We still don't have a Cybertruck or full self-driving.
Well, he wasn't completely done with part 1 when part 2 came out.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's good to keep, pushing forward.
So what's going to be in part 3? Revelations.
Well, I want to hear what everyone thinks first. Before I tell you what I think, pause the video. Comment down below, what do you think will be in Elon's part 3? Because if I tell you it's going to, you might say, no, I'm not going to be influenced by what you say, Zach and Jesse, but you might. I want to know actually what you think because, I don't know, I probably am not thinking about what you're thinking.
And while you're pausing it, maybe go join us on Patreon. At the $2 level, you can join our Patreon polls, and hopefully we'll capture some data there because we're going to put a poll about this right there. But hang on, before we get to our conjectures, Elon did just tweet, main Tesla subjects will be scaling to extreme size, which is needed to shift humanity away from fossil fuels and AI. But I will also include sections about SpaceX, Tesla, and the Boring Company. So wait, he's shifting away from AI?
Or is he saying main Tesla subjects will be scaling to extreme size,
comma,
and AI?
Oh, right. Okay, kind of, yeah. So he's not shifting away from AI.
English teachers, let us know what you think. We can send him corrections.
All right, so what do you think is going to be in part 3?
I mean, obviously, I think Tesla Bot is going to be in part 3. This is something that he talks about a lot. If we're talking about Tesla subjects, I mean, I think Tesla insurance, more energy storage. I mean, in part 2, he only basically talked about the Powerwall.
Right. I mean,
now we
that's
have
Megapack, Gigapack.
Exactly. I don't know if there's going to be Terapacks or what. So definitely some talk of more energy storage, because just increasing the number of projects is, it seems like already Tesla's goal. Tesla Network.
I mean, this was already talked about in part 2, but definitely continued.
And of course, what we're talking about there is kind of like Uber, except they're all Teslas and they all drive themselves, and they might be your car for all we know. How
about Gigafactories galore? I mean, if you're going to be talking expansion, maybe he'll be talking about, all the new Gigafactory locations or something, right. Or will he be that specific? Probably not.
Yeah. And then, so then there's also obviously AutoBidder.
The AI energy bidding platform.
Right. Which goes right along to maybe Tesla's going to become a utility, which also goes into, Elon has said that they want to do an HVAC system. It sounds like it had been, air sourced heat pumps, although I like geothermal a bit better a
lot better
for the northern hemisphere, the northern parts of the world.
Tesla planes.
Yeah, I think maybe an electric plane. I mean, it's something that he said that he's wanted to do, but never has got, had time.
Okay, well, that's all Tesla stuff. He said he's going to talk about SpaceX and stuff too. So what other things?
Obviously, Starlink. That's kind of a big one, especially as we've been talking about Ukraine. They've been sending Starlink terminals to Ukraine, and they've been very helpful there. Also, the Boring Company. Maybe even Hyperloop. We haven't heard any talk about Hyperloop since Elon brought it up. He kind of was like, one day was like, hey, we should build tunnels and also maybe Hyperloop.
Well, a bunch of companies have started that are working on that. So maybe he's, happy with that.
Yeah.
Starship.
Yeah. And that, brings up Mars and stuff like that. Are we going to finally start to talk about Mars as part of the master plan? Because...
But I got to talk about labor here. If you're going to talk about Tesla bots, we got to talk about how that's going to change life for humans. And so UBI, Universal Basic Income or something, because once all these people are replaced by robots, what are we supposed to do? But here's my question. Why part 3 now? Part 2 isn't even done yet.
Well, part 1 wasn't done when he came out with part 2. I'm sorry, part 2. So I think that it makes sense that you come out with part 3
As you're completing part 2, kind of?
Yeah.
I just hope he answers the big one that I hear a lot, which is, why are you spending so much money on Mars? We need the money here.
Right.
And it's like, the money's being spent here. You do know that, right?
Yeah, it's really actually difficult to get money to Mars. Like, I've tried Venmo, I've tried wiring it. Even Western Union doesn't seem to offer services to Mars. So when he came out with part 2, this was right around the time of the Solar City acquisition for Tesla. And I don't know if everyone remembers, but the whole world seemed to think that that was the worst idea in the whole world. But basically he was going, hey guys, remember how I said that I wanted to have solar products in part 1? That was 10 years ago. Yeah. Don't be so surprised that we acquired Solar City, everyone, guys.
And I just think all of us Tesla shareholders, disclaimer, by the way, we are long Tesla shareholders, get to see the word scaling to extreme size and get awfully excited.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for watching Now You Know Clips.
You can watch full episodes of Tesla Time News on Tuesdays and in-depths on Fridays. Just click the link down below and head over to the Now You Know channel.